Welcome to Deep Thought. Why it's tough to live from the heart. Now, in my previous episode on Deep Thought, I talked about the machine culture. It makes it hard to live from the heart here because you're doing stuff. Many decisions are made not from the perspective of love, not from the perspective of the heart, not from the perspective of spirit, but from the perspective of a number. Many decisions are. It might start, credit scores or, scores for school, anything, even how people interact with each other. You got people who might interact with somebody because of their measurements. That's a machine thing, but not from their heart. But it makes it tough for people who actually live from the heart. I'm gonna tell you what, people who actually have a big heart in this society can have a tough time. People actually think something wrong with them. People actually think something is wrong with somebody who does something, not because it's a business advantage or even because it's lust, but because it's just a good thing to do. They do it from the heart. Like mating, we don't really mate from the heart, and that's a big part of it. We don't mate from a place of real love, and that love isn't like some people think it's lust, some people think it's some rational stuff, but it's a place of spirit. It's a place where you're connected with another person. But who does that? Who does that now? People even mate because, make a good choice. We have similar credit scores and we graduated the same places or, similar education, a whole bunch of other stuff. Then I was like, well, what they got to do with the heart? Or from lust. Lust is pure genital. And you notice the heart is in between all of that, the head and genitals, thus making it the halfway point, the balance point. But it's tough to it's tough to do that. It's tough. This society doesn't encourage it. Like I said, it looks at people funny if they try to live from the heart. Something's wrong with them. Oh man, they too nice. You might have somebody try to take advantage of them. In fact, you see somebody they doing stuff more from the heart. Like the more predatory people, they'll try to take advantage. So let me give them a sob story so they'll give me some money. Or somebody might take it, they interacting with you. They ain't really lusting you, or they ain't really going from just a pure rational place, but they looking at you, say, oh, this is a good person, and the person take advantage of them sexually. So it's tough. So what happens is we start closing the heart down. We don't give in the sense of giving something without expecting something in return. We're not as generous. In fact, on a metaphysical basis, that's why why all the holidays that center around the winter solstice, including Christmas and a whole bunch of stuff, people giving gifts and everything, that's actually an important time of the year. It's a great time of the year because that's when people's hearts open a little bit more. And heart is more than just giving love or showing kindness. Because it's like in sports, they'll say when somebody plays through an injury or they play, maybe, they really stand up to somebody, maybe a superior opponent or something, they say they have heart. There's also the center of courage. You got to have heart. And, many people once again, it's tough to live with like that in this society, to stand up for something on principle because of the repercussions. There are many people who should be standing up because of racism or sexism or just many of the ills that affect society. But most of us as a group, let's just say as a group, most of us ain't going to do it. We don't have the heart to do it, to live courageously. We don't have the heart to speak up. And it's tough. Because society does not reward a person for living from the heart. That's the problem. And that starts when we're young. When you have schools that teach you it's more important to get a score on a test than it is to actually learn the subject or to like take up something you loved, just to get into some school where, again, it don't have anything to do with your actual skill level, but how you did on a test on that particular day, how you do with numbers and everything. Shoot, you get away for it. Or then as you get into the world, your whole world could be decided on a credit score. Think about it. A credit score is just some random numbers. So it's like, okay, you got to shut that down. You might have to make decisions that don't involve the heart. You might have to get into professions that your heart isn't into, because it's more than just loving another person, but it's having love for whatever you do. Like, I have love for this. That's why I can do it. Don't bother me, anything like that. But it's tough for many people to do that. They can't follow what their hearts desire because they caught up in so many other things. They got to find what pays the best. There are many people out there. There's many talent. There are many novels out there, many pieces of music, many food combinations, because a person couldn't follow their heart and maybe get into something they really want to get into. They had to follow the dictates of the machine culture, which says you're supposed to work here or you got to live here. Or even if you want to follow your heart, let's get back to the relationship thing. Your heart might say you might want to deal with this person of another social class or another race or another religion, subculture, whatever. But the machine culture says, oh, no, you can't do it. And yeah, I know there's plenty of interracial, interreligious stuff, but you still get some pushback. But it's tough. It's tough just to do that. Because when you see those people who live from the heart, one thing they do is smile a lot. They laugh a lot. They enjoy life. So what happens when we see that and we're not enjoying life? We think something wrong with it. Like, why are you smiling all the time? You're kind of goofy. In fact, I've known personally people. It seemed like people, you always get somebody who ain't living like that, who ain't living from the heart. They'll try to almost destroy that person. I've witnessed that. I witnessed that now. I got situations. I know people now going through some stuff because they got big hearts. But see, and then there's a thing. You put your heart out there. It's always somebody who wants to break it or can break it. But you know what? I think it's needed. It's something that's going to happen. But we do need people, and we need stuff out there to feed the heart, to bring that. We need that feeling that we get around the winter solstice. We need that feeling right there around that time of the year. That feeling we get for Christmas, like as we go out to find that perfect gift for somebody, and it's from the heart. It ain't just because, we got to get them a gift. But it's from the heart. We need all of that. And as tough as it is, we got to keep going. We still got to have people that try, even if it's for a little bit. Yeah, there's machine culture makes it tough, and you still got to interface with the machine. But you still gotta get out there and just say, you know what? I'm gonna do something I love. Sometimes people get into, well, what can I do about this system? Love. Point of light. Do what you love. Because if you have a critical mass of people living from the heart, you can't control it. Think about something. If you got a critical mass of people, and that could be 25% of the population who live from the heart, you can't control them. That's how powerful it is. That's how powerful the heart is. You live, because like I say, it's not just love, but it's also courage. And it's loving yourself enough and doing what you love enough to fight for it, and having the courage to fight for it. So, anyway, that's something I want y'all to think about. Just living from the heart. It's tough, but got to do it anyway. So anyway, thanks for listening. Peace and blessings.